Welcome. If you've ever thought about turning the stuff you know into a real source of income, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to tear down the playbook for creating a wildly profitable online course. So let's just start with the big picture here, because online education is absolutely exploding. This isn't some trend that's on the horizon, it's happening right now. The chance to build a six-figure business just by teaching what you already know, yeah, it's not just possible. For so many people, it's becoming their new reality. So the big question is, why now, right? What is it about 2025 that makes it the absolute perfect time to jump in and build your course? Well, it's really this perfect storm of three huge trends coming together. First, just think about who you learn from these days. We're all seeking out real people, right? Creators we trust, not some faceless company. Second, the tech, the stuff that used to be a massive headache, it's now so simple and affordable, it's almost a non-issue. And finally, and this might be the most important one, people are so over just getting a data dump. They are hungry for real results, actual outcomes, and a genuine connection. Okay, this is where the real fun begins, the treasure hunt. Let's dig into how you find an idea that people will literally pull out their wallets for. And this isn't about guesswork, it's about having a rock-solid strategy. To figure out if your idea is going to be a winner, you need to filter it. You've got to run it through three very specific questions. Think of this as your profitability checklist. First, and this is the big one, does your idea solve a genuinely painful problem? People don't really pay for nice-to-haves. They pay to make the pain go away. Second, is the demand for this solution actually growing? You want to ride a wave, not try to create one from scratch. And third, is your audience super specific and highly motivated? Because a vague audience means you're talking to no one. If your idea checks all three of these boxes, you're onto something big, for sure. And don't for a second think your idea has to fit into some traditional, boring education box. As you're about to see, profitable courses come in all shapes and sizes. For example, you could create a boot camp that helps someone totally switch careers and land a high-paying job in tech. That's a massive life transformation right there. Or you could teach a super valuable in-demand skill like copywriting that lets other people start their own business from scratch. Or hey, maybe you could guide someone in building a passive income stream like launching an Etsy shop that sells digital principles. Or you could go in a totally different direction and share a practice that leads to deep personal transformation, like helping people heal their anxiety through somatic movement. See, each one solves a very specific, very real problem. Now this right here, this slide is a critical shift in how you need to think. The old way was all about certification courses, getting a piece of paper. The new model and what actually sells today is outcome-based courses. It's not about the credential. It is all about the real-life transformation you can create for someone. That is what people are truly willing to invest in. All right, let's talk about the tools, because I promise you, the technology you need to pull this off is way, way simpler than you probably think. You really only need to cover three bases. You need a way to record your knowledge. Tools like Loom or Descript make that incredibly easy. Then you need a place to host and sell your course. Platforms like Teachable or Gumroad have you covered. And finally, you just need a way to find your people, using something like ConvertKit for email and Canva for your designs. That's it. That's your entire tech stack to get started. Now, the theory is great and all, but what's really powerful is seeing how this playbook actually works in the real world for real people. So let's look at some incredible wins. Take a look at this number, $78,000. That's what one creator earned from her very first course launch. And what was her genius idea? She was a mom who created a course on ADHD-friendly meal prep. I mean, think about it. She solved a specific, painful problem for a highly motivated audience. It's the perfect example of our profitability framework in action. Here's another one, blasting past that six-figure mark. This was an accountant who simply packaged his professional tax system into a course for freelancers. He was providing a critical outcome, stress-free taxes, that his audience was desperate for and more than willing to pay for. And this is where it gets really exciting. A successful course isn't the finish line. Oh no, it's actually the foundation for building your entire business empire. Your course becomes the heart of your business. From there, you can expand your impact and your income in so many ways. You could add premium one-on-one coaching, create smaller digital products, license your content out to companies, or even build an amazing paid community where your students can connect with each other. The possibilities are huge. So if you take just one thing away today, let it be this. The world is drowning in information. What it truly needs, what people are craving, is your unique transformation. The key is to package what you know, teach what you've lived, and use that to build the future that you really want.